it would appear we're getting a new acolyte set. Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we are headed to the world of Last Epoch. Mike, one of the senior developers from 11th Hour Games, held his normal Friday livestream where he took questions from the community, which means since it's Sunday now, I get to bring you Dev Chat Round 8, and we did have some nice leaks this week. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. Alright, let's jump right into this. Our first question for Mike: does 11th Hour Games have any plans on bringing 3 suffix and 3 prefix 2 items for Last Epoch instead of the standard 2 and 2?
We don't really plan on going back to that anytime soon. It's a request that comes up every so often, but going back to that isn't really something we're planning.
So you do see that in the forums, people are asking for this request. Mike pretty quickly shot it down. No, they are not moving back to 3 and 3. Are there any plans to update the UI so that the globes could be more towards the left or more towards the right so that it updates the middle? It takes him a few seconds, but he does give us some info at the end.
This UI bar, yeah, there's some minor changes to the bottom screen UI as far as like layout and positioning. Visually, it's completely revamped. The globes are in basically the exact same position.
It's coming. Come on, Mike.
But it's a little more open. There's a little less, like you can see through it a little bit better, which is nice.
There it is. So the globes for the most part will be in the same spot. It will be completely redesigned, but it sounds like what they're going for is transparency. So even though you can obviously see the UI still, maybe you could see enemies or terrain in the background. Smart idea. For this next question, Mike has answered it multiple times, but it's a question that I also get on a weekly basis, so I wanted to put it in this dev chat. The question is, what is the plan for guilds? Is there going to be guilds missions? Have they thought about putting guilds into the game? What about weekly or daily bounties?
Yeah, we've considered guilds. Having specific content of like things to do with specific rewards that are only available for guilds, I think is something we likely wouldn't do. Mostly just from a, like, we wouldn't want someone who's playing pure SSF to feel like they're missing out on some of the game because they don't have access to a guild. But maybe it's something you can like do as a guild to like get a guild specific reward or something, or you can do it solo and you don't get the guild specific reward. So maybe.
Now 11th Hour Games has been very clear about this because again, he's answered the question so much. I do think we will see some kind of guild in this game, you know, like PoE has like a shared guild stash tab or something along those lines, but where they've been abundantly clear is that they don't want any content in the game that requires a group. So the person that just wants to play solo can do absolutely everything that the team can do. That way there's no, you're forced to play multiplayer. We are now halfway through our stream and Mike is ready to give us our first leak in the way of a new set. Now I tell people that this is a new acolyte set, but obviously in Last Epoch, any class can use any set item, but the character that is going to be using this most will be the acolyte.
In case you missed it earlier, we're just going to quickly pop these things back up. These are, it's a new set coming next patch, and
let me pause it right there. So when I heard that there was going to be a new set announced, I'm going to tell you I was very excited because I was thinking, oh my gosh, we might actually get something even better for my Fire Necro. But unfortunately, no, this is more for curses, not really for minions. Now I know in here the set bonuses, you're going to get +1 to minion skills, and the shield itself is going to get increased minion health and increased minion critical strike avoidance. So I could see potentially you using this if you are heavy on skeletons. but there's no reason to ever use this weapon, which means you would never actually get the 2 set bonus, okay? So a new minion shield, if you're looking Necro, will be nice, but nothing really else. Let me show you how it looks.
It's a lot of fun. And here,
I think the details look pretty good. Obviously, I think the shield looks better than the weapon. Actually, I don't know, the weapon, yeah, it looks pretty good.
here's what it looks like in game on the acolyte. Anyone can use it, but acolyte definitely will take advantage of it the most.
It's exactly what I said. Now what I'm going to do is jump forward to the last leak that Mike showed us. But before that, I want to cover the 5 common questions that are asked every single stream. And when I mean common questions, I mean every single time Mike does his Friday Q&A stream, these 5 questions are probably asked 10 times each, okay? When are we getting multiplayer? When are we getting the Falconeer? When are we getting the Rune Master? When are we getting the Warlock? And what is the 3rd transform for Druid? Those 5 questions are asked over and over and over again. And most of the time he just skips over them because I'm guessing he's probably sick of answering them. So I'm going to answer all 5 of those for you right now. Multiplayer, we don't know. Warlock, we don't know. Rune Master, we don't know. Falconeer, we don't know, and the 3rd transmog for Druid, even though they haven't officially said it, they've pretty much officially said it. It's coming out on the next update after this one. So obviously in May, or this month now, we're getting 0.8.2. So when we get 0.8.3, you will get the 3rd transmog for Druid, and I'm sure they will tell us what it is before that update actually comes, because they will just, we just ask so much that we will wear them down, okay? So for those 5 questions, those are the 5 answers. Now what I'm going to do is play through the last leak, or the last tease, and then as he is showing this, he also answers a question on pack or monster density through runs.
This just got sent over to me.
And to be clear, I have no idea what this is. Even looking, I've looked at it for I don't know how long. I have no idea what it is.
And it's just going to be full screen for a second. Because it's really cool. Okay. Rubs hands, licks lips. Yeah, so this is it's a render of a new something that you'll be able to fight somewhere at some point somehow. There's not a lot of info we're going to give you on exactly what it is or where it's going to be.
It doesn't have a head.
I can say that,
unless it's holding its head.
This is it's got some cool stuff, and it's going to be a much needed change.
It's really weird when he says that. It's going to be really cool, and it's going to be a much needed change. I don't know.
He needs to pull up his pants.
He does.
Yeah, they're kind of
I don't think they're pants. I think it's the chest.
Is there going to be a way to determine how many monsters we'll get? We get an echo, so we could add more monsters to them. Yeah, so part of the reason we have less monster density than some other things out there is a performance consideration. As our performance improves, we have opportunities to take advantage of certain things that we couldn't do. So sometimes game design has to make decisions based on performance. So for example, we talked about this in the VFX stream a little while ago. The lights on VFX objects were not possible before because of performance, but now they are, so we're going to start adding them in again. So yeah, there's performance improvements that are coming down the pipe that will let us have some more fun with these sorts of things.
All right, everyone, that's the video. Dev Chat Round 8 is now in the books. As always, Mike, thank you for continuing to hold your Friday live streams. The community really appreciates it. This is my question for you. That enemy that Mike showed at the end, what do you think it is? That's literally all I want to see in the comment section below, unless you have a specific question you want me to ask Mike. If If it's a question that I can't answer or hasn't been answered before, I will ensure I ask him during his Friday live stream. All right, everybody, that's the video. If you haven't joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We're approaching 900 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together, so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is in the description. I hope you all enjoyed Dev Chat Round 8. That's all I've got. Aaron, out.